Beautiful Scorpio, this is Tammy with Spot On Psychic Readings. Welcome to your reading for the end of September, going into the 1st of October. So glad to see you all, and thank you so much for coming in and also for all of your support of the readings that I've done for you. Love reading for you guys. I know when Scorpio comes in, I've got a whole audience of psychics. Love that. Okay, so here we go, Scorpio. Let's dive in and see what's coming for you all. What's coming, Scorpio? What's Scorpio need to know? I like to pull the cards by feel in this way because I get an additional meaning. I can literally feel energy coming off the cards. Gives me some kind of idea of what the cards are saying before I even read the cards. Okay. Oh, hot card there. Wow. When they're hot, they have additional meaning. This one's hot too. Wow. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on here. And let me tell you about the hot card first because it's so good. This is Six of Pentacles, Scorpio. This is you receiving some sort of a gift, okay? And this can be anything from, it's usually a monetary gift, honestly. But it can be anything, any sort of gift that's coming. I feel like for some of you, this is something that's owed you. It might have been owed to you from a different source, and the universe, like that person maybe never paid you back, for instance, and the universe is bringing it through to you from a different source, okay? So really, and it was hot when I pulled it. It was like so much energy here. So let's see what else is coming. Please watch to the end to get all the details. And I tend to put the whole picture together by the end after I read all the cards. So I think you'll want to hear that. And I'm going to get some clarification after we look at this, okay? So Scorpio, some of you are in your creative pursuits right now. You're in your creative space. You may be getting a new job. Some of you, this can be new beginnings, new creativity, new creative projects within a job, that sort of thing. It can be a hobby that turns into a business. Okay, it can be selling your crafts, all kinds of things with this Three of Pentacles card. Okay, it involves creativity and money. Okay. As your challenge card is this King of Wands energy, okay? Now, King of Wands is someone very warm, someone very fiery. Sometimes this can represent one of the fire signs. Take it as it resonates for you. This comes up as a masculine, but it could be feminine, okay? And this is somebody who is a good listener, often is a father or a parent, you know? And I just get that he's a lot of fun, very charismatic, very magnetic kind of person, draws people in, can be very helpful, okay? Helpful in a financial way sometimes, and also helpful just emotionally, okay? Now, here's what's in your aura, Scorpio, and we've got this Page of Swords, and we've got the reversed Six of Cups. This is kind of showing up what's kind of swirling around in your aura at this time, okay? So this Page of Swords can be a younger masculine figure who comes and goes quickly and kind of stirs up trouble, okay? Sometimes he's known as a little bit of a troublemaker, maybe a little negative energy, something like that. And sometimes he spies on you. Sometimes this represents somebody that's looking into you online or something like that, okay? But this is somebody I think that you've been thinking about. So I think you know who this is. This is somebody that you've been connecting with psychically, and that's why they're looking you up online. It's kind of like you've drawn them in, okay? And they're on your mind. And this is somebody from the past. I feel like this is somebody that things were left undone or unsaid or unfinished. This Six of Cups is often the card of nostalgia. You know, it can have to do with even childhood. And in this case, it has to do with sadness and kind of missing the past, you know. And I feel like it has something to do with whoever this Knight of Swords person is who's on your mind at this time, okay? Now, I think that there's a person that maybe you moved away from. They're showing me the Knight of Wands right next to the King of Cups. This could be somebody who actually relocated, or you relocated away from them, because I feel like this is somebody in your past. This person in your past could also be who's on your mind with this Knight of Swords. It could be the same person moving into the past, but they're on your mind, they're looking you up, all of that. And somebody moved, or somebody wanted to move and they couldn't, or they wanted to move forward and couldn't because this is upside down. So this is having to do with not moving forward, but maybe this person got left in the past because they wouldn't move forward with you, or you didn't move forward with them. King of Cups is somebody who is really very heart-centered normally, and a good listener, a good advisor, sometimes a father, and just very emotionally in tune, with this King of Cups. But I feel like he's moving into your past. And again, it's a collective reading, so that could be a Queen of Cups for some of you, okay? Now, coming up in your near future, there's a couple of really interesting things here that seem to be in a contrast, but we'll see. You've got a new path, shown as the Fool card here, a whole new beginning, okay? Like, you've got a whole new path you're going down, and I think because you either walked away from this person who wouldn't move or move forward with you, and you're sad about that. You have a lot of nostalgia about what was, but now you're taking a new path, okay? And it's right next to the Hermit card. The Hermit card is, often the card of being alone, as the obvious meaning. It also has to do with inner wisdom. It has to do with meditation. And this is your more extended future. You might go through a period of time where you're choosing to be by yourself, Scorpio, so you can just figure out what you want and gain that inner wisdom. And it's part of your ascension process. It's part of your spiritual evolvement, is to be by yourself for a while. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's of your choosing, okay? Now, you've got this gift coming in, all right? I mentioned this earlier. This represents you, a lot of generosity. This can be multiple meanings. The biggest one is receiving a gift, okay? Something that's owed to you is coming back. It can also just have to do with your generous nature. It's having to do with you being warm to people and helping people. You may be helping someone financially at this time, or they may be helping you. There's something about trade-offs and helping, and the circle of energy that I feel, going around you, Scorpio, at this time. And Scorpio tends to be a very generous sign. You tend to be very giving to people that you feel need it. There's a lot of humanitarian kind of traits in the sign of Scorpio, and this very much represents you at this time, okay? Now, there's a situation of thinking about love and marriage, okay? Maybe in a way of, I hope I'll get married and I'm a little afraid I might. Or I'm hoping I'll find a lover and I'm also a little afraid I might. Okay, so this is the Lover's card, and it's coming up in the position of hopes and fears. All right, so it's kind of like I want things to come together, but I don't know, I'm not sure. I kind of want to stay in this hermit energy. There's some of that going on, Scorpio, a little conflict there about that, because right now what I'm seeing, currently, you're in this Three of Pentacles energy. This is really significant. You're like, I'm doing my thing. I'm going to do my creative thing. Maybe I'll get a new job. Maybe I'll do all of it. And I'm really enjoying just being this creative person that I am, okay? And being the hermit, spending time alone. So here's a couple of final outcomes, and then I'm going to pull a few cards for clarification and get us more details, okay? So there's a warning here, not a warning, but sort of a warning. Don't give up too soon. You do have the upper hand. This is Seven of Pentacles, and it's about nurturing your money. Don't give up on making the money and that sort of thing. Keep going is what this card, the Seven of Pentacles, says. Keep going. Keep growing your money. Keep persevering on what you want, okay? It's right next to the nightmares are ending. So if you've been worried about something, this is Nine of Swords, and it's reversed. These are final outcomes, like keep growing your money, keep working on what it is, your projects that you want, and this anxiety, if you've had anxiety about this, it's dissipating, okay? So let's pull some more cards here and see what else they want to tell us, Scorpio, about any of this. Let's ask about this gift. That's what I'd want to know if I were you right now. Scorpio, gift. I can't reach that, but that's the King of Pentacles that fell on the floor. King of Pentacles is somebody that's going to be coming in for you that has this gift. King of Pentacles is the money guy, okay, or a woman, but King of Pentacles shows up as a masculine for me, and it's having to do with this. I asked about this gift of money that you're getting. It's coming from a man who has money, okay, businessman or a banker, somebody in real estate, you know, those kind of things go with the King of Pentacles. Usually a businessman or financial advisor, somebody like that, that deals with money. Yeah, and it's going to bring with it the World card. Look at this. Wow, Scorpio. The World card's so big, I never know where to begin with explaining it. This is what I call sometimes a spiritual graduation, the world, okay? It's like the world, everything coming together, everything, every element coming together, all the loose ends being tied up. It has to do with ascension. Okay, your spiritual evolution. It has to do with you going into fifth dimension energy. This has to do with you having gotten rid of karma, any kind of karmic ties you had to this person that you walked away from, or, you know, any relationships, because we've got the King of Wands as a challenge, and we've got the King of Cups in the past. So there are these two people, male figures, but, you know, again, take it as it resonates for you, but two male figures that probably had some karmic ties here, okay? And we'll see if they say more, but this usually means you wrap that up. Usually this means that karma has been, you know, done. You're moving on. See how she's rising up out of the flames? It's like moving on, onward and upward is what this means, Scorpio. Let's see what else. Wow. That card has an angel, an eagle, a bull, and a lion, all with wings coming out of that sort of portal with the world, with wings around it, okay? It's a major arcana card, so it's really, I mean, some of you I know read tarot, so you know the world's like a big deal, you know, when it comes up. Some of you went through a bad ending. Some of you have been through the Ten of Swords to get to this World card, all right? You've been through a bad ending, which ended a lot of old ties and things like that may have been holding you back, toxic relationships that kept you from really being who you are, this creative person that you wanted to be. And now you've graduated from that, so that's why you're rising to the next level, okay? Because you've already been through all that. Yeah, this is the Six of Swords, and this is going into a more peaceful time period. So now that you've tied up loose ends and you've you know, gone to the next level of your life, next chapter, this whole new beginning that I was seeing, you are going into a much more peaceful, tranquil time period. Some of you may be relocating, some of you may be moving near water. You might be taking a trip near water where you do a lot of meditation and just really get into who you are and what you want and that sort of thing. Beautiful card. Some of you are escaping a bad situation, okay? Let's see if there's any other, anything else they want you to know, Scorpio. Also, there's a little bit of Gemini energy showing up in here. That might be significant for some of you. Here's Page of Swords again. Came up twice. This person's really on your mind. Again, it's somebody younger who came in quickly and really stirred things up. Okay. Yeah. Three of Pentacles again. So Scorpio, this is where you're headed. You're headed into this beautiful creative energy of this Three of Pentacles. For some of you, that's a new job. For some of you, it's your art or your music or your meditation or your new coaching business or the book you wanted to write. You know, it's all of those sorts of things that came up twice. I'm getting so many goosebumps right now, which means I'm aligned with the truth of what I'm saying, what they're having me say. This is it. This is where you're headed. This is why you're going to spend a little bit of time by yourself, and you're thinking about these people, but they're kind of in the past. They're kind of on your mind, but they're not in your life, some of you, at this time. But this is, okay? These creative pursuits, this is where it's at this time. This is why you're kind of afraid of, what if there's a lover? What if there's another relationship? Oh no, that's what I feel from some of you, not all of you, but like, you don't want your creative pursuits to get off course. I feel that because you're on a new path and you sort of want to do your own thing for a while. So Scorpio, I'm going to leave it right there today, and please let me know in the comments how this resonated for you, and if you'd like for me to keep reading for you, please give it a like, and all of that. Your subscriptions mean a lot, and I appreciate it. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for coming through, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.